answer the Orlando Magic, who are leading it by 22. Other scores in the NBA tonight.
Oh, that's a good one with Detroit at Miami, up 10.
Derek Harper has Davis and Gary Grant. Grant has it blocked by Brian Shaw. Hubert Davis answers.
You're better off in a 2-on-1. Give the ball up earlier. Force the defender to commit himself. Patrick got a piece of that. As a matter of fact, I thought on the way down.
5:24 to go in the period. Hubert Davis misses the three. Rebound Mason. Blocked by Shaquille. Mason stays with it.
Now that's one of the very few offensive rebounds for the Knicks. In spite of the fact that they're ice cold, shooting in the low 30s, they cannot be consistent tonight. And we're talking about 3 great offensive rebounds.
Another lob to Shaquille O'Neal. He has 20. I wonder if Charles Oakley's ankle is bothering him. I see Charles Oakley, who's off the floor, down on the baseline with his ankle on that Achilles stretch device. And that missed shot is rebounded by Anthony Hardaway.
Orlando cannot play any better than what we're seeing here right now. They are functioning on all cylinders. The offense is clicking. They have a great offensive game plan.
The Fields turnaround may have been touched by Patrick Ewing. Here comes Hubert Davis. Ewing down quickly also. Nothing going just right, but Derek Harper with the tip-in.
You must continue to push, Bob. The Knicks have got to continue to break, continue to push the ball, because you can see Orlando does not run back. They're getting now 3 times in a row. They've had a major advantage on the fast break.
Hardaway gets around Derek Harper, who flopped and wanted the call. It was not coming.
Well, you know, even if you did get fouled, referees do not like to call that because they think you flopped.
That's an offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
And Dennis Scott is going to check back into the Bucket game.
Don Nelson is bewildered by that call by Kenny Mallett.
Patrick Ewing, his second team foul.
Right now, nothing is going right for the Knicks. The main thing for them, though, is, hey, you're down 20, you're on the road, you still have 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Continue to push the ball, get back to your initial game plan, try to cut it down to like 12 or 14, and then work to get it down to single digits at the end of 3.
Nick Anderson being defended by Hubert Davis. They want to get him isolated over there, and do. Anderson backs him down relatively easily, but misses the shot. Here is Mason.
That was good intimidation by Patrick Ewing coming over to help out.
Charlie Ward into the game for the first time tonight. He wears number 21 for the Knicks. Harper on the penetration. Tough shot from Derek Harper.
That was murder. That was really a hard shot. And, you know, CONCACAF right now wanted a charge. They'll never give you a charge if you're underneath the basket.
Good steal by Charlie Ward. Anticipated the pass. Came in, picked it off in front of Donald Royal. Makes the pass to Hubert Davis, who misses the 3. Here come the Orlando Magic. They have 3 against 3, and Hardaway is left open. Rebound Davis. Ewing looking a little out of sync tonight. He's only 2 of 9 shooting. I don't know if anything's wrong with him or not, but he looks a little lethargic. Posting Ewing. Don't look too lethargic there as he backs in John Ewing.
Now, he accepted the double team that time. As soon as he saw it coming from the right, he just went right back to the left.
Charlie Ward commits the foul. Timeout, New York Knicks. They have pulled to within 16. 2:33 to go in the first half.
The NBA on TNT is brought to you by Hyundai, some of the best ideas on the road. And by Domino's Ultimate Deep Dish Pizza.
Dear Grandma, the view here is ferocious.
Life is a highway.
The locals are kind of pushy. The weather's goofy, but the outlook is great. P.S. Love Colorado, miss Boulder.
If life is a highway, make sure you come well equipped. The accent from Hyundai.
Life is a highway. On this day of Christmas, my true love said to me.
Domino's Ultimate Deep Dish gets quite a reaction.
Rings for calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves.
A zesty, thick crust, cheese melted to the edge. It's Ultimate Deep Dish only from Domino's. Call now for a large with 1 topping, just $9.99.
They're growing up so quickly.
A partridge in a pear tree.
Here you go.
Thanks.
I travel a lot, but you don't have to play in the NBA to visit new places and meet new people. All you have to do is pick up a book, because when you know how to read, adventures come to you.
Today's story is Little Shaq Horner.
So no matter who you are or what you plan to do, learn how to read. It opens up a whole new world.
Shaq's gonna be some.
It's a good thing he doesn't play basketball.
57-41 Orlando. Happy holidays to you from Craig Sager, Hubie Brown, Bob Neal, and our entire TNT Sports crew. Reminder coming right up after this ball game, the surprising Sacramento Kings. They're only half a game behind Seattle in the Pacific Division with Mitch Richmond, Tyus Edney. Sacramento's a buzz. Chip Carey and Dick Versace will have that telecast for you from the Forum in Los Angeles. Royal to the free throw line after being fouled by Charlie Ward.
In the game so far for the Knicks, Ewing, Starks, and Mason, 3 of your key offensive players, 6 for 19 from the floor.
Says it all. And the score, 58-41.
Main thing now is just keep coming down and looking for high percentage shots.
Quick shot from John Starks. For him, that is high percentage. And the Knicks have cut what was a 22-point lead down to 15 with 2:19 to go in the half. And I'm sure the Knicks are thinking, just get me down near 10.
That's right. Just get it down into that 12 category and then try to knock off another 6 at the end of 3. Get it down into the single digits.
Penny Hardaway backing in Hubert Davis. Doesn't have much of a prayer down there, but Penny misses the shot. Ewing with the rebound. The Knicks can cut it to 13 or better on this possession. Hubert Davis.
Oh, my. Soft shot that time by Hubert. Hubert needed a stronger move than that.
John Starks just picked up his 3rd personal foul, and that, Hubie, was the 12th Knicks turnover in this first half.
Well, that and their inability to get to the offensive boards, Bob, really hurting them. And when you think of, you have 3 of the top 16 rebounders in the league, Mason, Oakley, Ewing, and you cannot get any offensive boards. Well, we've got to credit Orlando and the strategy of Koncak and the Shaq man together.
Now Joe Wolf on the floor. He wears number 12. He and Koncak are posted out high here in this offensive set. Looking for Hardaway on the post up. There's a triple team. And Hardaway scores anyway. Penny has 10.
But everyone that was triple teaming him was under 6'4".
Penny 6'7". Yeah. Take this and give me some change. Oakley draws the foul. Joe Wolf got it.
Foul number 12, Joe Wolf.
Talking to Don Nelson today, he said we keep things very, very simple at the offensive end. Well, we can see that tonight. On any screen and roll, Orlando switches, and they're not taking advantage. Well, every time that they're posting up, they're not getting anything. Low field goal percentages, but then again, also very few foul shot attempts.
Coming up in just a minute, 24, the Reebok Halftime Report. Ernie Johnson with Reggie Theus in our studios. All of tonight's scores and highlights. And Chip Carey out on the West Coast will talk with Sacramento Kings guard Tyus Edney, who's been one of the young surprises in the NBA in this young NBA season.
Now, the technical foul was called on John Starks, who is sitting on the bench.
So they interrupt the free throws for Scott to go down and knock one down at the other end. John with 3 personal fouls. Very frustrated tonight. He's not playing well. And he's carrying the 3. Anthony Mason's going to get back in here for the Knicks.
Well, right now, New York 3 for 8 on the line, 4 for 9. If you're making your foul shots right now, as poorly as you're playing, you would still be down only in that 12-13 category.
Scott draws the double team. Oakley's going to come away with a steal, but lose it out of bounds. Let's hope Oakley's all right. He runs into a crowd of hostile people over there, meaning the Orlando bench.
I think the thing that's just missing tonight is the intensity level and the screeching of the sneakers from a defensive standpoint of New York. They're being rather passive tonight and overpowered.
Clearly so. Minute 13 to go in the half. 61-44 Orlando. Hardaway just drove right past his man. Ball's out of bounds belonging to Orlando. 7 on the shot clock.
Now Hardaway definitely hurt his hand, because as he came in there, Oakley rotated into the lane and took the charge. And you can see he hurt his finger.
On the right hand.
Now keep an eye on him now. Now watch to the right of your screen. He's going to blow by and he's going to run right into Oakley. Right there.
Dennis Scott misses the 3. Lost out of bounds off the hands of Anthony Mason. It'll be Orlando ball with 58.9 to go in the half. Orlando has scored 61 first half points. Oakley can't get it from Wolf, and Wolf knocks it down. Another excellent Orlando acquisition, and the lead is back to 19.
And Joe Wolf is shooting 56%. You got to get out and guard him because he can shoot.
Nice ball movement there to the weak side into Patrick, but he has it stripped. Anderson, Hardaway. Oh, he missed the lob. That was a crowd pleaser attempt there. 28 seconds to go in the half. Ewing with the pull-up. Mason kept it alive, gets the loose ball foul.
Yeah, that was good call by Mike Mathis. Mason over the back. Once again, the Knicks had a major advantage. 4 on 3 in that situation. A little ball movement, even could have had an easier shot.
Patrick Ewing really struggling. 3 of 11 tonight. Shaquille O'Neal, 9 of 12. Shaquille, as you can tell if you can see it all here tonight, is resting at the moment. It's hard to miss when he's not on the floor.
Now, Dennis Scott is not a shot blocker, but that is his second strip into a turnover, just as good as a shot block. Joe Wolf was a first-round draft pick in '87, 13th pick by the Los Angeles Clippers. He's played on 6 different teams. He's been in the league 8 years, 5 points, 4 rebounds. But what they like about him here in Orlando, he is a complete player.
The noise, the strange noise you hear here at the arena for Joe Wolf are, they say wolf sounds. I don't know what a wolf sounds like, but I don't think it sounds like they're trying to sound like. 10 seconds in the half. Grant with the penetration. Big bucket by Gary Grant with 4.7. Orlando still got a chance for a shot here.
Plenty of time.
Long range. Anderson missing at the buzzer. And the Magic lead by 19 at the half. Dennis Scott, Shaquille O'Neal. How many times that combination has drilled opponents this year? 32 points between them and 9 rebounds. And the Knicks, 42% and 13 turnovers.
Time is running out, but there's one last chance at big year-end savings. It's Hyundai's Beat the Clock clearance. Time for up to $1,500 factory cash on an airbag-equipped 95 Elantra. Time for a durable fun-to-drive 96 Accent at only $8,285. Even time for $1,000 factory cash on a luxurious 95 Sonata. It's the biggest event of the year, so beat it to your Hyundai dealer now, because there's no time like the present. Call 1-800-826-CARS for the Hyundai dealer nearest you.
Why does your automobile need an oxygen sensor?
It does.
When life calls for deeper answers, enter CompuServe, the online service with deeper content. Call for free software.
Cordon Negro brewed by Freshenet. There's a party in every bottle.
The Reebok Halftime Report is brought to you by Reebok. Come see how the game is played on Planet Reebok.
Halfway home at the Arena, the Magic with 38 straight regular season home wins over teams from the East, and tonight they're laying it on the Knicks by 19. Ernie Johnson in Atlanta with the Reebok Halftime Report. Got a jump shooter in the house. It's Reggie Theus. We'll hear from Reg in just a second. It was in the closing seconds of a tight overtime loss to the Suns last Saturday when Jason Kidd hit the deck at reunion. He stayed down so long, everybody was thinking knee, but it turned out to be a strained hip flexor muscle. After sitting out a loss in Chicago Tuesday, last year's co-rookie of the year ready to go again tonight in Indiana. Only shot 3 out of 15 for 9 points, but did have 10 assists. That one to Jim Jackson, who was just 3 out of 11 from the field. Tells you the kind of night it was for the Mavs. Haywood Workman tells you what kind of a night it was for the Pacers, knocking down a 3. Reggie Miller, 16 on the night. Didn't have to do much because Indiana was in control. Mark Jackson with a season high of 20 points. Get it back. He's got a foot on the line. It's a long-range 2, and it's a 90-79 Indiana win over Dallas. That's 6 out of 7 for the resurgent Pacers, and the Mavericks have lost 15 of their last 18. The Toronto Raptors and the Chicago Bulls playing at the United Center. Everybody wants to be like Mike. Even Tom Dorr and Red Kerr got the masks on courtside. Ron Harper gets them going to MJ, Scotty. 8-point Chicago lead. All Pippen did in the first quarter was score 19 of the Bulls' 31 points. That one's good for 3 from way out. And the Chicago Bulls, 11-0 at home. They've won 11 straight, and they have a 35-27 lead in the second period over the Dinosaurs. Detroit and Miami playing at Miami Arena tonight. Detroit gets 16 out of Grant Hill in the first half. They've got a 54-43 lead over the Heat, who scored 10 points in the first quarter. Boston's Todd Day tied Larry Bird's franchise record with 24 points in the second quarter. The Celtics hanging on to an 80-77 lead over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Milwaukee and Philadelphia are in the fourth quarter at the Spectrum. The Bucks with a 16-2 run have opened up a 76-70 lead over the Sixers. And Scalpers night off at the Omni tonight. New Jersey in town to play the Hawks. It is 57-56 in the third period. Let's backtrack just a hair and talk about the Indiana Pacers. I know you talked to Larry Brown today. How's he feeling about his bunch?
Well, Coach Brown is concerned, but he's not panicked. I mean, again, tonight he played without Rick Smith, and they win a basketball game. You know, they went out last year, and they got Eddie Johnson and Ricky Pierce to open up the outside game along with Reggie Miller so that Rick and Derek McKee could post up down low. But he's concerned because they haven't had much time on the dance floor together this season. But he says when they're all together, they're as good already as they were last year.
And they didn't have much time together tonight either. Rick Smith sitting this one out with an ankle injury. He is day-to-day. Later tonight, after the Kings and Lakers play Game 2 of our doubleheader inside the NBA, will feature a Miller family Christmas as Cheryl and Reggie reminisce in the spirit of the holiday season. That should be warm and fuzzy. You don't want to miss it. When the Reebok Halftime Report continues, he was the 47th pick in the draft, and he was a steal. You'll hear from a guy you'll see later tonight. The Kings' Tyus Edmond.
You think you got a game? Mine's a stick-toting, rocket-launching, freezer-burning, glass-cleaning, blurry little twine denting, board-eating, crunch, 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 top shelf with the peanut butter, stand-em-up, muck-muck-mucking, ice-lounging, drop-passing, puck-extracting, blue line bouncing, bring it on, crash dummy, hard-to-keep up with, crease monkey kind of game. You want some of that? Bring your best game. NHL 96, the ultimate judge on any of these home arenas. If it's in the game, EA Sports. It's in the game.
Maybe you helped and didn't know it, or were part of it and just forgot. If you joined the American Express Charge Against Hunger over the last 2 years, you made a difference. But the fight isn't over. Every time you use your American Express card, we'll give to Share Our Strength, a leading anti-hunger group. Because now through December 31st, the Charge Against Hunger is on again.
So this is what you do every day, huh? For a baby. Like this. Not like this. It's not so bad. Maybe...
For the man with sensitive skin, Schick introduces the new Tracer FX.
Where's the sensitive part? Right here? Good.
With its unique skin guard designed for a smooth shave with less irritation.
Think I'm getting the hang of it.
The shaving system for sensitive skin. Schick Tracer FX.
You guys are so sensitive. What's the big deal?
Time for a new cobalt blue bench-style front seat cover for your 78 Mercury Zephyr? Try to find that puppy at your everyday auto parts store. Welcome to Pep Boys. One of the biggest parts stores ever, with thousands more parts and accessories for more cars. More seat covers, floor mats, additives, and things smaller stores just can't fit. And of course, more name brand parts with lifetime warranties and a low price guarantee. Come to Pep Boys.